Hello and welcome to Millwall Fan TV. This is a Millwall Roundup where we'll talk a little bit about the Watford draw on Tuesday evening at the Den. We'll also look at the latest transfer speculation that has been out in the last couple of days. And then we'll look ahead to the trip to Cardiff City on Saturday to face Mick McCarthy's side. First of all, let's start off with the Watford game. And it was a game that Millwall drew 0-0 in at home. On reflection, I would have taken a point before the game. I thought we battled really hard. We showed desire, we showed determination, we showed grit, which is exactly what a Millwall team needs to do. And I thought we matched a really good Watford side who, obviously we all know how good Watford are. They've got players, as Rowett said, £40 million players like Ismail Assar, Will Hughes. They've got very, very good players in that team. And they're a very, very good side. They're a very technical, very talented side. So to hold up at the Den 0-0 is not a bad result at all. Firstly, the fact that they didn't score shows that our defence was very good. And again, Ryan Leonard stepping up in there, who did absolutely fantastically well. Again, in the right centre-back position in a 3. So really, really good performance from him. Really good performances all over the pitch, actually. Jeb Wallace looked much better last night. Kieftenbald, new signing, played really well. We'll cover him in a minute. I thought Woodsy played well. I thought Tomo gave his all for the team as always. I thought there was a lot of good performances last night. Malone played really well for me as well, and Bart was good as always. I thought it was a really good performance, and it's a game that you look back and we probably could have won had we have had a little bit more creativity and a little bit more attacking intent in the game. Obviously we did score. It was disallowed goal. On reflection, that looks really tight. It could go either way, as Gary Rowett said. But unfortunately, it doesn't go for us this time. But Watford had some great chances in the first half too. Ismail Assar tested Bart. Bart kept it out. They had one cleared off the line, one hit the post. So yeah, on reflection, I'm pleased with the 0-0 draw. I'm pleased with the point. I would have taken a point before the game, but I thought we were deserved of a point in the end. It was a battling performance that deserved one. So yeah, I was really pleased with the performance and the intensity of the performance. I thought we started really well first 20 minutes, and so Watford grew into the game. Didn't really trouble us. They had a 15-minute spell probably just before the end of the first half where they looked dangerous, they looked menacing. But after in second half, they didn't really create that much. We limited them to long range efforts, and I thought overall it was a good performance. So let's look ahead to the Cardiff game. Before we do that, let's talk about some transfer speculation. So obviously, these are all transfer speculation that has come out via the press. So these are articles that you can read or speculation. So it's hard. Comes out for the first one we're going to talk about. Obviously, is our new signing Michael Kieftenbald signed from Birmingham on Monday, actually on a free transfer on an 18-month contract. Really good signing, really good bit of business for a free transfer. 18-month contract because he's 30. Millwall don't tend to offer more than 1 year contracts to players over 30, which you can understand. But yeah, really pleased with that signing. He looked the part last night and put a couple of good challenges in. Obviously flew in on I think it was Shalaba. Took him out, but you can see his desire, and you can see he's a really, we talk about Millwall player, and he is a Millwall player. He gives his all for the cause, but there is a bit more than just a destroyer in there. You can see that his passing was very nice actually last night. When he got the ball, he broke lines with the ball. He was passing it. He was getting us in good positions. I thought he did really well last night. Let's talk about the second bit of transfer news. So it's reported on Monday evening, I believe, that Millwall are after Ryan Porteous who plays for Hibernian. Looks a really, really good, assured centre-back. Daily Record broke the news on Monday evening, and apparently it would take a big bid to lure him away from Hibernian. But, we need a centre-back, and Rowett said that a few times now. So hopefully, if we can put a good bid in, you never know. You never know if we could happen or not. So yeah, it looks a really one to watch, I guess, over the last week of the transfer window. And we'll have to see what else comes out from reports of that. But yeah, that was interesting one that the Daily Record broke on Monday evening. And this last one, last night was just before the game actually. Jay Percy of the Telegraph, I believe he's John Percy of the Telegraph. He said that Millwall have had a £500,000 pound bid rejected for George Evans of Derby County. He's a very, very versatile player. He can play in the middle. He can also play at the back, and maybe Raul sees him as the middle of the three at the back. And apparently he does that really well. He's played there a couple of times for Derby this year and does very, very well. By the Derby reactions, he seems a good player, and the Derby fans don't want to let him go. What he did say, John Percy, is that he's expecting another Millwall bid to go in before the end of the transfer window. And that was tweeted out last night via he works for the Telegraph, so that's hopefully a reliable source too. But yeah, there's the transfer news, and hopefully we'll get a couple, maybe 1 or 2 done before next Monday, the deadline. You know, we have to get an attacking midfielder. That will be my priority, and probably a centre back will be my priority too. But we'll have to see what Raul does, and fingers crossed we can get some deals done. But let's look ahead to the Cardiff game and look at newly appointed Mick McCarthy's side. So obviously Cardiff, we're actually above Cardiff with the draw last night. We've gone above them before tonight's games. We're actually on goal difference, but we're ahead of them on goal difference. So yeah, really pleased with that. But they're a good side, Cardiff. On their day, they can beat anyone. They've got really good players. Junior Hoylett, Harry Wilson. You know, they've got all these players that are really very, very good players, and they're going to be a tough task on Saturday. But let's go into the Millwall team that I believe should start the match on Saturday. So here it is: Bartos, Bajkowski in goal, Danny McNamara, Ryan Leonard, Hutchinson and Cooper and Malone at the back. We'll go with Woods and Kieftenbald in the middle, and Jed, Zohore and Mason Bennett to start up front. So there's your team. I've gone with Kieftenbald to start for his second straight game. I thought he played really well yesterday, and I thought he deserves another start. I've kept with Leonard at centre back. I think Raul will go with 3 centre backs again, and unless we've got one in by Saturday, I can see Ryan Leonard fitting in there as usual. And then I've gone with Jed, Mason Bennett, and Ken Zohore up top. I think Zohore, you know, he hasn't had enough service to him. Maybe with 2 players running off him, maybe that might do the trick. But there's your lineup, and let's go for a score prediction for Saturday's game. I'm going to go for Cardiff City 0, Millwall 1. So there it is. There's your lot. Thank you very much for watching. If you did like the video, please hit the like button. I always appreciate it. I appreciate all your support. It's been absolutely brilliant. So thank you very much. But without further ado, come on, you Lions.